Street. And with that, from Orleans to Jefferson Parish, the call this morning is to conserve water to avoid a drop in water pressure. It's a precaution here.
Yeah, it's a precaution as we deal with below freezing temperatures. Jefferson Parish Councilman Scott Walker joining us on the line this morning with an update. Good morning to you.
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Hey, we're good. I saw a video you guys posted yesterday. You were keeping your own tally of the snow on like a ping pong table.
Yeah, the unofficial tally on our ping pong table in the backyard was about 9 inches, which is pretty consistent with what we saw across the area. And look out in my yard this morning, in my backyard, my front yard, look around and still can't believe this happened here. It's just so unbelievable and so bizarre to see. I
know, it really, really is. Let's talk about this warning you're giving to those residents there just to sort of conserve water. Talk about what everyone needs to know.
Yeah, it's nothing that's an imminent threat of any kind. Our water system had no pressure issues yesterday, no lift station issues. So it's just a general, don't use the water unless you have to. We don't want to put our system in a situation where it's under too much stress and it leads to a boil water advisory. So if you're dripping your water, make sure when it's warm enough, turn it off until you need to turn it back on again later today. So another couple of hours is what I heard earlier. So just keep it going and then turn it off and use it sparingly. Just don't overdo it. Don't do all your laundry at once. Don't take all your showers at once. Just kind of take it easy and realize that if everybody does it at once, it could put us in a bad situation.
Sure, better to be safe than sorry indeed. Sir, we're seeing in New Orleans where they've outsourced folks to come in from Indianapolis, Indiana, I should say, to help with clearing streets here because, of course, we don't have the equipment to do that. What's the deal in Jefferson Parish? Have y'all been able to bring in someone, or what's the plan to clear those streets?
I know the parish president yesterday, we had a call in the evening, was sourcing equipment and trying to figure out a way to get some of it here. It's just a lack of equipment, a lack of availability, and the ones in New Orleans are helping out a little bit, clearing a path to East Jefferson. Some of the vital paths to hospitals we're going to be cleared today by our streets department, getting out there and doing what they can, plus some help from New Orleans to get access to these hospitals open. But want to emphasize that's only for emergency vehicles. We're not trying to clear the roads for everybody to get on it right now. It's for emergency vehicles so they can do their job when people have emergencies, because it's very, very challenging right now. But it's something that the parish is certainly looking into. But this is, there aren't an abundance of snowplows right now in the south, and there were requests made to the state which were initially denied, trying again and seeing where that leaves us. But at some point, as you've seen, there's diminishing returns for this, and the plows aren't as useful.
Overall, this is something that's very unprecedented across the board for everybody, whether they were enjoying it or working in it. Right. Overall, how do you guys feel like you did in JP try to navigate this very
extraordinary circumstance?
That's
how
a good
else are you
way
going
to put
it?
Well, one thing that we can say, at least from my last 5 years in office, going on the 6th year, is that we've dealt with a lot of unprecedented things, whether it was a huge water main break last year around this time on Jefferson Highway, saltwater intrusion, COVID, major hurricanes, tornadoes, historic snowfall, just added to the list. But Jefferson Parish, as far as we can tell so far, has come through very well. Government offices will remain closed tomorrow, which means garbage collection in Jefferson Parish. I noticed we weren't on your list earlier, but we're not going to have garbage collection today, and likely tomorrow. Friday, maybe the first day the garbage service is back in JP. But look, we had, like I said, no pressure issues, no lift station issues. That's big for an event like this. We had some fires. Our fire chief said that there were 12 calls on the East Bank Tuesday, 18 calls on the West Bank, mostly random, not weather-related things, but there were a couple that involved space heaters, fire pits too close to homes. So you want to make sure that if you're using a fire pit, it's not close to the home. If you're using a space heater, that there aren't things around it. One was too close to carpet, and the carpet caught fire. So it's things like that. Our EOC does remain activated, though, and staffed and ready to respond to everything. So I want to give out this hotline number real quick if anybody has any issues with anything over the next 24 hours, which are still going to be a little bit dicey. It's 504-349-5360. That's the Jefferson Parish EOC hotline, 504-349-5360. And if you have an issue, they can put you in connection with the right person that can assist.
All right, so we do thank you. You're talking about kind of a worst case scenario there, and we're looking at video of people enjoying the day yesterday. And I've got to imagine that, that's really what we're calling on folks to do today. Just, stay put and enjoy what you see out there.
Yeah, I know everybody's going to have cabin fever at this point, but it's not safe to go out yet. The streets are going to be icy. Today is going to be worse than yesterday, so try and stay off as long as you can. I had some people on social media push back yesterday and say, stop telling us what to do. I'm like, we're not telling you what to do. We're suggesting that you stay off the roads. Nobody's going to stop you from going out there, but if you do, please be safe, and if you don't have to, please don't go out and drive in these conditions today.
All right. Well, we appreciate you. Hopefully you can, stay warm and enjoy some of it yourself. And we do appreciate those updates as well. So Scott Walker there joining us from JP and mentioning, maybe Friday will be the first time that you see trash pickup, also sharing that hotline in case you do have an issue. But same message that we're hearing all across the board is just stay at home, take another day to spend with your family and enjoy this.